Hello, everyone. Wow, it's been a while. I think the last time I updated my YouTube channel was right after surgery. I don't know if I was in the hospital or out of the hospital. It was one of the two, but hello. Hi, how are you? How is quarantine going and how crazy is it right now? Because it feels kind of surreal to me. So I hope that all of you guys are doing okay. A lot of people have been reaching out since then, and of course, I've been updating people that are in my life, but I felt like instead of typing everything out and sending it separately to everyone, I might as well make a video since I was updating and then I didn't for a while. But pretty much, surgery went well. We talked about that already. Hemoglobin's fine. Still healing to a point. Like I said, I got to go to Florida. That was awesome. But recently I wasn't feeling so great and like pain was coming back and stuff. So if you've been following me on Twitter, you saw that a cyst came back on the other ovary and we're discussing on what to take action with that now. And also new stuff because apparently there's always something going on with my health. That I have an well, the hematologist brought up that she thought that I might have lupus because if you take this specific blood test that's called an ANA test, if it's positive, it usually means that you have something going on with your immune system. But sometimes it can be positive just because you're sick. So they wanted to double check because mine was really high or something like that. So they sent me to a rheumatologist, they did a bunch of tests. They took like 12 vials of blood just to see like what was going on, and they came up with the fact that I don't have lupus, which is great. But they did find this syndrome, which I had to look up, which is called Sjogren's syndrome. I'll put it in the description below, so if you want to do your own research. I can't remember how to spell it. It's like Sjorgen, I think. But like I said, I'll put it down below so you can see it. But apparently, it's an autoimmune disease that attacks your tear ducts and your saliva glands, I guess, back here, and sometimes can also has the same symptoms as lupus. It seems like the joint pain, the fatigue, stuff like that. The main symptom that most people have when they have this type of autoimmune disease, it's usually like dry eyes and like dry mouth, which I don't have dry mouth. My eyes get occasionally dry, but it's usually only during like the springtime when I have allergies. But they said that you're able to have that or have this disease even without those major symptoms. Like I said, joint pain, feeling tired all the time, this, but it could get worse if it's untreated. And if it isn't treated correctly, it could lead to lupus, stuff like that. So I pretty much need to take medication, which apparently is the medication that people with lupus do take. But it's also something that's being tested for COVID. So there are certain places I know that don't have the medication. Luckily, our pharmacy had it, and they gave me 2 extra refills just to be safe, which is great. It's very interesting. We're just gonna monitor how I am with the medication, see what happens, blood tests, all that kind of stuff. For the joint pain, it's mostly just buying braces, which I don't have on right now, but wrist brace, ankle braces, elbow, knees, things like that, depending on how bad, pardon me, the pain gets. But pretty much it's supposed to be for people who were 40 and over, but as we've noticed with everything that has happened, it just seems like my body is aging faster than I was expecting, which, what are you going to do? So I have to change my diet a little bit. Have to be a little bit more careful. Obviously, I can't leave the house because now I'm immunocompromised and everything. So at least according to the doctor, that's not my diagnosis. That's his. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at as of right now. But still feeling pretty good. It's definitely not a fatal autoimmune disease. I don't think lupus is either. So we're mostly just trying to treat whatever we can and then go from there. And yeah, it's just interesting, I guess. Like it's not like something that's like, oh my god, or anything. I just think one, after all of this time since July of last year, I was like, it feels like it doesn't stop. But at the same time, I'm also kind of like, I'm glad I now know, because a lot of things back then make sense as to, like, that was related to this. So it's all, like, the dots are all connecting, which I kind of like. So it's just like, okay, now we know. Now we know how to treat it, and we just need to keep an eye on it. But yeah, I mean, if you would like to do your own research, you can totally look it up. Like I said, I'll put it in the description below, but it's really nothing that anyone needs to worry about. It's more along the lines of I feel better because now I know what it is. I am sad that it's happening at all, especially because I went from living in LA, only going to the doctor maybe once a year for like a physical, and I never had these symptoms. And then I moved out here, and it just all kind of went to crap. Not because of Pennsylvania, because it has nothing to do with that. It was all circumstantial. They think it's because I was working with little kids, and little kids do carry sickness a lot more than others, because there was several parents who would bring their kids in. They were very sick, and we couldn't send them home. So unless they had a fever or if they were, throwing up or something. But like most of the time, I think that was the most I've ever been sick in like the 28 years of my life was being a preschool teacher, which again, I still love them. I still talk to the parents. I still see the kids and everything. It's just unfortunate that that's what started all of it. And I think my immune system just got a shock from being in a new state and then teaching a bunch of kids and then just being sick all the time. And so I think it just needs a reset. So that's hopefully what we're going to be doing with this, and we're going to just see where it goes. But I wanted to update you guys just to let you know what's going on instead of me tweeting about it, since I usually do that. I want to thank some really awesome people, which I'll probably put when I share this out online. My friend Bethy, who has lupus, and my friend, she goes by OK Drew online. They both have lupus, and they've been really, really helpful throughout this time. My parents have also been really, really great. You guys already know that my spouse is very supportive, all my friends and stuff. Again, it's unfortunate because I think everybody had a lot of plans for 2020, and my health was definitely one of them, but also like opening the cafe and like really trying to do a me this year, and I didn't really get that. But like I said, it's now, again, it's not like the end of the world or anything. It's more of now I have something new to focus on. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm hopefully, now that I'm home all the time, I will definitely try to update my YouTube channel more. I'm definitely doing a lot more podcasts, so if you want to tune into that, I'll show you where it's happening, or like I said, follow me on all the social medias, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at atorres890. You can find me there, and you'll see all the stuff that I'm working on eventually. So I hope, one thing that I definitely want to say is that I hope that you guys are doing well, and that if you ever need someone to talk to, you can definitely DM me, because like I said, I'm not doing anything. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.